Okay, 5th grade, today we're going to start lesson 9-7 on adding fractions with unlike denominators. That's found on page 234 and 235 in your textbooks. So get your spirals out, get your headings on. Today our objective, copy this down, is I can add fractions with unlike denominators in such a way as to produce an equivalent sum of fractions with like denominators. Okay, we're going to start right here in the board today, 5th grade. So copy down your first question here. How can you add fractions with unlike denominators? Okay, and here are our steps. Copy these into your notes. Step 1 is going to be to find the LCM of the denominators. We've been working on that, so that should be pretty quick and easy now. Then you will see we put in here in this step that this number will become your least common denominator. Denominator being our bottom number, which is also known as LCD. LCM was our least common multiple. Now LCD will represent your least common denominator. So first step when you have to add fractions with unlike denominators is to find the LCM of the two denominators. Once you've found that LCM, or what we're going to call our LCD, you're going to take the LCD and you're going to write equivalent fractions. So step 2 here says write equivalent fractions using the LCD. Okay? Once you've made your equivalent fractions, step 3 will then be to add those equivalent fractions. So put step 3, add the equivalent fractions. And then step 4, as we've been working on for a couple weeks here now, is to simplify if necessary. You have to determine if that fraction can be divided down any further. Okay, good. So take a minute. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it and get down your objective, please, and your steps for how to add fractions with unlike denominators. Good job. All right, let's go to the top of page 234, please, where it says adding fractions with unlike denominators. And there's our question. How can you add fractions with unlike denominators? It says Alex rode his scooter from his house to the park. Later he rode from the park to the baseball practice. How far did Alex ride? It says choose an operation. It says to add to find the total distance. Alex rode his scooter. Okay, so go to the top of page 235. Here we have our steps that we just wrote down. Step number 1, it says change the fractions to equivalent fractions with a common or like denominator. So there's where your LCD is. It says the least common denominator, or LCD, of two fractions is the least common multiple of the denominators. And we wrote that in our notes. And you will see there that they put the multiples of 2 and listed the multiples of 3 and found that the LCM is what? 6. Good. So the LCD is 6. Go to step 2. You will see that they wrote the equivalent fractions. They made 1/2 to equal 3/6 and 1/3 to equal 2/6. Then your step 3, add and simplify if necessary. So they did 3/6 plus 2/6 to get 5/6. Do you have to simplify 5/6? Nope, because the only common factor they have is 1. So it says Alex here rode his scooter 5-6 miles. Okay. All right, example 1. Let's go through it. We have 1/2, you want to write this in your notes, plus 1/3. And we're going to do what they basically wrote in the textbook. So let's get our multiples of 2 and 3. So you have 2, 4, and 6. And multiples of 3 are 3 and 6. So your LCM becomes 6, which changes to your LCD representing your denominator. So now we make our equivalent fractions. 1/2 to equal something out of 6. 1/3 to equal something out of 6. Okay, so 2 times what gives us 6? Times 3. Good. So we do 1 times 3 on the top to get 3/6. How do we, 3 times what gives me 6? 2. Good. 1 times 2 here is going to give me, excuse the pen here, it's going to give me 2. So 2/6. Now we add just the numerators. 3 plus 2 to give me what? 5. And 6 stays the same. So our answer is 5/6. Now we have to determine, can I simplify that? Again, quickly, some of you can notice that from the start. Otherwise, you have to find the greatest factor and divide. What are your factors of 5? 1 times what? 5. Okay, and that's it. And then, misdone it. Sorry, 5th grade, I don't know what's going on with the pen today. So you have 1 times 5, and...
They know it's 5.
Yeah, it's 5. And then we have 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Okay, what numbers do they share? Just the ones. So since the GCF is 1, we know 5, 6 is simplified. Do we need to stop? Okay. All right, our next one. Guided practice. We're going to jump right into practicing. It says in 1 through 4, find each sum. I thought it was over 6.